guys, so I already started off with just a bare face just because we're going to do a two-part video, and just to make the process go by faster because we are going to do a look for Guatemala and a look for Mexico because it is Independence Day for both of them this weekend. Guatemala on the 15th and Mexico on the 16th, and the reason why I decided to do both was just because my dad's from Guatemala and then my mom's from Mexico. So yeah, let's get into this video. Also, if y'all are wondering what's on my face, if y'all feel like anything looks different, not really, because I don't really like my face to be switching up. These are different products on my face that I will be showing to y'all on my next video, so stay tuned for that. Alright, so usually for colorful looks, I use the palette from Morphe 35B, and it looks like this, just because it has a lot of colors. Let me open it. It looks like this shade, I don't know what happened. This shade, I don't know what happened. I've been having this palette for a while, but it's a really good palette to have to create colorful looks. And honestly, I don't know if they still sell it on the website. They probably have it on Amazon and stuff like that, so I'm gonna try to stay away from this. But for like Instagram looks, I'm definitely gonna be dipping into this palette because it is my go-to for colorful looks. But I do have this NYX palette, and it's called Ultimate Shadow Palette, and it looks like this. So it has colorful shades, and hopefully I can work these out. I think I can, because what I'm also going to be doing is dipping into blue anyways. So maybe I'll just need to use those two shades, but we'll just see how it goes. So for the first shade, I'm going to be dipping into this shade right here, which is kind of like a aqua teal blue. And the brush that I'll be using today from Morphe is E17. And this is gonna act as our transition shade. And I'm gonna start light with it and then slowly build. And I'm kind of doing circular motions following the shape of my eye socket. And just to let y'all know, I do have a dry patch right here. So if you feel like it looks kind of funny, it's just because I have a dry patch there. I've been having it probably for a month now. Don't know where it's from. Don't know why it doesn't go away. Just giving y'all warning so you don't feel like, damn, that bitch does not know how to blend. And for the next shade, I'll be dipping into this blue right here and just using the same brush and doing the same motion. So I'm patting and then I'm blending. Okay, so I'm sorry y'all, like I said, I don't know if they still sell it online, but maybe you can see on Amazon or somewhere else. But if they do sell it online, I will link it down below. But I'm gonna be dipping into this shade right here just because I feel it's more opaque than the blue shade that I was using. Just feel like it's more bright, more royal. Just see, as I pat onto this eye, you're gonna see a difference. It just automatically adds that extra bright blue that you need. But this palette right here is honestly so easy to get. I mean, I'm just here trying to make it bolder, but this palette is doing the job just fine. I just want it to be more opaque for me, for my preference. And I'm also going to be dipping into this shade right here. It's kind of like a blue with a purple undertone. It's really pretty, just to deepen it up a bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the lower lash line before I do the top lid. Gonna start with this shade right here because it acted as our transition shade, then this one, and then this one, just like we did on the top. And for this, I'll be using the Morphe M506. Most of these brushes are the brushes that y'all gonna see most often, just because I do prefer them over other brushes, especially for the eyeshadow looks. They're super inexpensive and they work amazing. And lastly, dipping into the shade, and you can use any brush that looks like this, because I have other brushes that are just like flat and square shaped, and I love them all. And I really do feel like this brush is perfect for the lower lash line just because it does really get right under the lashes. I think I'm gonna add some of this NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Milk, which is basically white, on the center of the eye. And just stamp it in and pat. And I'm just going to be using this NYX Love You So palette, and it looks like this. It's just a highlighter palette, and I'm going to go in with the lightest shade right here. And I think I'm just going to use my finger like this. And it does have kind of like a blue hue to it. I don't know if you can kind of see it. It has kind of like a shift. It's super pretty. And I'm just going to stamp that on top. And we put that white base right beneath it just so it can really stand out. I really do love looks like these where you just blow out the look and then just put a pop of shimmer in the center. I feel like it's the most easiest look to do and the most prettiest. I think the shimmer really put it together beautifully. And then once we put the lashes and all that, we're gonna be snatched. I need you to know that, you guys, that I'm never gonna leave y'all looking but I'm gonna tell you things that are good for my skin and good for others, especially because I do have experience with what is on my neck? Oh, I think I scratched myself. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, honestly you guys, I'm not gonna recommend anything that doesn't really work well, just because I feel like since I do people's makeup, I also do that kind of as a side hustle, if you want to call it that way. I use products that I love and I know will work on others. Especially on my next video, I'm gonna be using some things that I use on clients, just because those products are really good, but they are affordable and really good products, just like this eyeshadow palette, affordable and really good. I try not to throw out too much expensive things just because I know y'all on a budget and I'm on a budget too. So yeah, trust in me. Alright you guys, so I am back. I am done with the eyes and this is how they should look. I did put on the Lily lashes in the style Miami. And I also did apply some of the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Milk, which is basically white, that we used to put the highlighter on top on the waterline right here. So now we're going to go on to the lips. I didn't know if I wanted to do a nude lip or red lip, but this is a festive type of look, so why not do kind of a red lip. So for the lips, I'm going to be using the NYX Professional Makeup lip liner in the shade Brick House. Alright, now that I'm done with that, I'm going to be using the NYX Intense Butter Gloss in the shade Cranberry Pie. Alright you guys, this is the final look. My lips look so plump and juicy in these lips. I think it's super wearable. You don't have to pair with the red lip. That's just me being extra and trying to be festive. And you can just put it with the nude lip to tone it down. This is such a cute look and such an easy look. I'm literally feeling myself right now. Honestly, this is like a 4th of July look. I did something like this on my Instagram. If you follow me, you would have seen it. Alright guys, so let's get on to the next look. Alright you guys, welcome back. We're now moving on to the second look. And today we're going to be doing the look for Mexico. We are celebrating the independence of Mexico on September 16th. And the reason why I'm doing this one is for my mom's side. And yeah, so let's get into this video. And I'm going to try to use this same palette that we used on the other look, because like I said, I like using this Morphe palette. It looks like this. And it is the 35B, just because it has a lot of colors, but I feel like I will be dipping into it just because it has this darker green. But I'm sure there's plenty of palettes, especially BH Cosmetics has pretty good palettes too, and they have colorful ones. Like I said, I don't know if they still have this palette online, but I will link it down below if they do. But also they might have it on Amazon or somewhere else. Who knows? But that's why I'm going to try to stick to this NYX palette right here, just because it is more easier to get your hands on. And I am going to be using the same two brushes that we used for the last look, which is the Morphe E13 and the Morphe M506. And I'm just going to clean them with my MAC cleanser. I don't know what it's called. I don't have it on hand, but it's pink, and I just put it in like this little spray bottle because the bottle itself doesn't have like a spray, so I like putting it on here because I can just spray and then clean my brush versus having to like pour it out and have too much come out. So now the blue is all gone. So first off, I'm gonna be dipping into this shade right here, but this is gonna act as a transition, and I think I want to flick it out. I'm not gonna put so much product on the outside, just focusing on the inside and then flicking out whatever is left over. And like I said on my last video, if you see a little skipping right up here, it's just because I have a dry patch there. So I'm gonna be dipping into the shade right here using the same brush and doing the same motions. I'm gonna have to dip into this palette, and I'm gonna go with this shade up here, and I'm also going to be mixing it with this shade up here, so I'm going to be using these two shades. And then after that, I'm going to be dipping into this shade with the NYX palette, and we're just going to keep going darker and darker just so we can have that nice gradient. And just because I feel like it's not really dark enough for me, I'm going to be dipping into this deep dark green right here. Alright, so now that we're done with that, we're going to go in with the NYX Professional Makeup Glitter, and I'm going to use the shade Emerald. But before that, we're gonna cut the crease. So I just put some concealer, not too much, because you don't want to get it all messy. And for some reason, I can't find my NYX glue. So I'm just gonna use a lash glue, and it's gonna be the Duo Brush On Adhesive Glue, and it looks like this, and it's clear. So I'm just going to paint this on then and outline where we cut the crease. Just going to spray the same brush that we cut the crease with the concealer. And just so we didn't get too much fallout, I just put some powder underneath just to catch that glitter. And now that we're done with that, I'm going to go back in with the same brush, the M506, and dip into that darker green again. And just pat that on the outer. And since I want to do red on the lower and I really want it to be opaque, I'm gonna be going in with a red lipstick on the lower lash line, the same one that we'll be using on our lips. And I'm gonna be using the Smashbox lipstick in the shade Be Legendary. And I'm literally just gonna swipe this flat brush on the sides of it. And I am going to be using a wing liner on top, but I'm kind of just blending the red right with that black liner that we're going to be placing. I'm going to be going into this 35B palette, and I'll be using this shade right here and just kind of setting the lipstick. And now that I'm done with that, I'm going to go in with the Clinique Pretty Easy Liquid Eyelining Pen. And right under the liner, I'm just placing the red lipstick with some of the shadow, kind of if we were cleaning up the wing. And just to make the lower lash line really pop, I'm gonna bake with the Laura Mercier translucent powder right underneath. And I'm just gonna put my lashes on and mascara off camera, and I'll be right back. Alright you guys, so I am back and done with the lashes, and I just used the Lily Lashes in the style Mykonos. And I also put some white liner on the waterline just so it can open up the eye a bit, also just so we can have that white from the flag in there. And for the lips today, I'm just going to use the NYX Slide On Glide On lip liner in the shade Brick House. Alright, so now that I'm done with that, I'm going to use the Smashbox lipstick in the shade Be Legendary, the same one that we used on the lower lash line. Alright you guys, so this is the finished look. Let me know what you think of it. I really love this look just because it's super sultry, super sexy, super fun. I mean, this look can honestly go for a Christmas look too if you about that beat face. And if you did like how this two-part video came out, then please let me know down below. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you thought about this concept. Let me know what you thought about the looks and everything. Give me your feedback, also what you want to see more of me, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.